welcome back. It has been a minute, and a lot has happened since I was last here on YouTube. So, life happened, basically, a lot of life happened in the interim, and it is now time to shift and to move back into the healing, to move back into spirit and messages and hope and love and connection and the light. Felt like a really important time, cosmically, politically, socially, to come back together and to see what kinds of messages we can receive from spirit. The time is now to reconnect with spirit, to reconnect with our own divinity, with our own spark of light, with our own connection to one another, our divine right to connect to one another and to be the light with one another. So I ask spirit to come and speak with us today. I ask the Archangels, as you can see behind me, to be present with us today and deliver messages that will somehow enlighten us or guide us or help us or heal us in some way, something that will serve the greatest good of all. That is all that I ask for today. So as we get into today's session, which again is such a pleasure to be back in this energy after such a long time away. I have some new equipment, so let's see how this all works out. Hopefully it'll be fine. For the true voice of spirit, the archangelic realm, to be heard. For it is time for the messages to be delivered for the greatest good of all. It is time for messages of cohesion. It is time for unity. It is time to rise above and to no longer fight the good fight, for that is not in our greatest interest. There is no fight. There is no fear here. Here we rise above to the higher planes of consciousness where all is one, all is harmonious. There is no real, true division. Do not be fooled, for even within your own nervous system, speaking to the one who speaks to you now in the physical vessel form that you see before you, even though there might be fear, the truth is that it is not true. It is not the truth. There is no true reason to be afraid. There is no cause for panic. For that will only lower your own vibration and bring you down into the 3D realm where no longer are things possible, but everything feels impossible. So it is time to rise above collectively, to work together as one unit of light, one whole being of light. Do you say yes or do you say no? The choice is yours, you see. We come together now to remind you that it is your choice to come together and be the one light, the one collective light, the one body of light, holding hands together to create an enormous new body, a new way of being, a new expansion, a new way of experiencing life as beautiful, brilliant, infinite souls in these physical bodies that you find yourselves in. For once, every soul comes together in truth, in love, holding the light, blessing one another, serving one another. Then can true healing take place on your planet. For right now, all you know is division and separation and pain and anger and arguing. But in truth, this is an opportunity to rise above and to come together to heal in truth the planet, to heal in truth one another, to heal in truth the hearts of your nations. For when you decide to come together and be the light and hold the light, your experience can only be that of the light. And when you are one with the light, you are one with the divine. You are one with the universe. You are one with God. You are at one. You are at peace. All is perfectly well. So this is an opportunity to come together and to let those fears wash away and to trust the natural forces that are occurring around you to guide and pivot you into a new way of being. And this new way of being is that of the light warrior. What does this mean? To hold this light and to be the light warrior. It means that you will only move in the direction of love and expansion. You will only hold the light, even when you feel the trauma of your realities, the trauma and suffering of your beloved neighbors. You can still be and hold the light. For the more points of light that cover the planet now, the more and quicker the healing shall occur. Yes, there is turmoil. Yes, things will shift and change and evolve and grow, collapse and restore. But that doesn't mean that you cannot still hold the light of source of divine within and create a new reality for yourselves and for one another. For the truth is that all of these singular points of light create a new blanket of hope, of love, of pure clarity. The mission is to be the light and to hold the light. The mission is to restore the hope in your hearts. The mission is to love one another without doubt, without fear. The mission is to rise above the physical experiences of your immediate surroundings and what you see with your eyes, what your body experiences, because as we come together and rise together, then life transforms into something magnificent, something that you couldn't possibly have imagined. For the truth is, what comes next is far greater than anything any of you have experienced. It is true, there is a shift and a separation that you might experience on Earth, on your planet. But if you continue to follow the light, then all is well. Do not buy into the fear. Do not buy into the pain of the others. Instead, follow your hearts to the light and follow divine and follow us. And we will guide you perfectly and smoothly as you continue to anchor into the love in your hearts for one another, for divine, and for your own innate beauty and perfection, for that is what you are in truth, beauty and perfection. All is well, even when it doesn't appear to be so. All is well. Hold the light, hold it steadily. Be a warrior, be a beam of light, and tell everyone to do the same. And as each of you hold the light in this light and frequency of brilliance and expansion grows across the earth, you shall see miracles occur. True miracles. And those who follow the light shall experience more and more of these miracles. So it is up to you, dear one, which way you go and which choice that you make. It is up to you to either hold the light, to be the light, or to fall into despair, into fear, into lack of faith. When truly right now, the call is to hold the faith, to believe that together, united, you light beings that populate this planet have a greater mission. And that mission is to heal the planet, move one another into a new state of being, a new experience, something that you are unaccustomed to. But these shifts are for the greatest good of all. And you will feel and rise with the tide in ways that you never knew possible, for you will find yourselves expanded. You will find yourselves knowing things that you couldn't possibly know. You will find yourselves having new experiences of life on this planet that are far more exciting and enticing and interesting and fascinating. And you will be this new, excited, and awakened child on earth in a way that is so profound that You will be stupefied, brilliantly so, and in a way that brings you great joy and pleasure. Continue to be the light, to hold the light for one another, no matter what. You shall see these changes are a benefit to each of you. But remember to hold that light and to walk forward in faith, to hold the light and to bless one another, to hold the light and to love one another. Remember to hold that light and to be with one another in the heart space. Connect with one another in truth. Connect with the soul of one another in truth. For who your neighbor is who you are as well. So do not forget that if you blame the other, you are blaming yourself. If you judge another, you are judging yourself. So those of you who choose the light, who choose to band together in love and forgiveness and in harmony, will see a new world emerge before your eyes. Stunning things will take place. The miraculous will take place. Just remember which side you decide to be on. It is your choice. This is your earth. This is your experience. So it is going to evolve in any way that you decide. It is up to you as a collective. What happens is in your hands. Always remember to love and honor one another, to bless and forgive one another, to hold the light for one another, to see the truth in one another. And when they are disagreeing with the essence of who you are, let that be their shame and burden to carry and not your own. For together you will overcome, and you will find new light and new ways of being together. Hold the light and be brave, and be the light. And remember as you look into the soul of another that they too are the light. And remind them if they have forgotten that they are the light. And together, collectively, each of you will raise the frequency of this planet. Amen, amen, amen. Thank you for being here for this interesting message for all of us today. There's still more energy coming through, but I feel like that's enough for right now. Interesting messages, and I will have to play this back and try to feel into everything that was received, for it will serve my greatest good as well. You know, it's a funny time when things are shifting as dramatically as they are, and we're experiencing things that maybe we didn't expect, or experiencing things that are less than pleasant, shall we say. So when we look at one another and friends and people with different opinions than our own, we start to feel things that are disharmonious with our truth, with ourself, with our souls, with our light. And it's an important time, I think, to really recognize that we get to choose how we move through this world. And we can fight the good fight as well, and we can hold space for things that are just and for things that are fair, right? So we can do that together in a far more positive way. And I think that's a good message for us right now, and for myself definitely, to hold that space in a more positive and vibrant kind of a way, in a more electric way, in a more energized way. Because we can use our energy to shift the tides. We can use our energy to make changes. It can be, because we're not really. This is an experience. This is something that we chose to come to this earth to experience. It's one of many experiences on an earth plane. This is not the only one. So this trial is for us to experiment with, to explore. How can we do it better? What are we going to do to make it better? Right? So when things are maybe looking outwardly very, very bleak and uncomfortable, what can we do to our vibrationally to make it better? And how can we make it better for the person next to us? So I think for me, the reason why I came back to start recording again and to connect with spirit in this way, to do these channeled messages, was really to help myself clear my own karma, to clear my own trauma, to clear my own pain at this division that I'm seeing in the world. Pain through war, through politics, through everything that we're all experiencing right now. And I think to clear my own trauma and to move past what my eyes are seeing and into an expanded sense of, okay, what does this really mean and how can I do it better? I think is important, because I personally have not been experiencing this year in a very positive way. And that has caused me suffering. And I choose to no longer suffer. We are not here to suffer, even though there is so much suffering. We can still feel differently about it. We can still feel into something harmonious and healing and transformative in a way that will heal ourselves and those around us. And that's really what's important right now. The more we can be healed and heal ourselves, the more we can heal those around us. And that's the only way we can really shift and change and hold each other through the changing of the tides, the things that are coming in our direction right now that we're maybe not really prepared for. So I think for us to come together and to connect in the heart space is vital, and I will try to continue to be here in some way, in some form, to do more channeled messages, to listen to spirit, to listen to the archangels, and hopefully along the road we will find a way together to really make things better, and that means to heal. We can find a way together to heal. The more healed we are, the more healed the collective shall be. And that's really what it comes down to. So I wish everyone the best. I wish everyone happy healing. I wish you all good meditations and happy moments of inspiring music and get-togethers and joy and finding your light, however you find it. I wish you much love and much success in all things, and I will catch you soon. Thank you for being here. I love you.